y'all already know, I travel all over this country talking to young people mainly, and to their mamas and their daddies, because mamas and daddies, you got a vested interest in helping your kid grow up to be who they're supposed to be. Now, I've spoken in every state in this country except Hawaii. So if you know somebody in Hawaii, tell them get on the stick and holler at a brother. Come on now. I'm trying to get Hawaii down, so like I said, I've been in all 50 states. Been invited to the White House by 2 different presidents. And you know what I can tell you? One of the things that bothered me, I was in Canada, in Montreal, a couple years ago, and I picked up the newspaper. There's an article in there called China's Growing Middle Class. And they quoted this young lady, 22-year-old college student in Beijing. Check out what she said. She says, you know, I love going to parties. I like dating hot guys. She said, I love IM and my friends, or MSN. She says, but I understand that I'm a student first, and China's future depends on what we, the students, do. And she said, but the cool thing is, she said, China's future today is great because American students today are so lazy. And when I read that, it kind of bothered me, you know? But then I had to start thinking about it some. And I started thinking about how I'm working with corporations now who tell me they don't want to hire young people. And I said, well, what's up? And you know what they say? They say it's not that our young people aren't smart enough. It's not that you don't know what to do. They said, but we find a lot of young people today really don't want to work. Want to get that paycheck, want to get that cheese, want to get that cheddar, want to get that paper. But something's happened to the work ethic. And if this country's ever going to get back to where it was, get back to where we're supposed to be, get back to our rightful spot that we're supposed to have, it's not going to happen with folks being lazy. I mean, look around where you live. Look around where I am right now. Look at this beautiful area here. But here's you got to understand. Whenever you see someplace like Chicago, whenever you see someplace like LA, whenever you see someplace like Des Moines, Iowa, you know what you got to understand? Somewhere along the line, somebody had to really get in there and break that land and build on that land. In other words, it wasn't done by lazy people. And you know what I'm willing to bet? I go into schools every day, and you know what I find? I talk to a lot of young people who tell me they know for a fact that they really tried, they could have done better in school than they did. My question is, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? You got to do your part. Every one of you's got a skill. Every one of you's got a talent. Every one of you's got something you can do better than almost anybody else. But there are 2 things. 1, figure out what your talent is. And 2, get off your butt and use it. Get off your butt and do it. You say you want to start on the football team? What's your work ethic like? You want to be a straight A student? What's your work ethic like? You want to put out records one day? What's your work ethic like? You want to be a professor one day? What's your work ethic like? You want to be a speaker like me? What's your work ethic like? You know, I can tell you, I did pretty good in school, but I know one thing's for sure. I wasn't the smartest kid in every school I went to, but one of the things I know, you could be smarter than me, but I will outwork you. And you know why? Because I know that's the real secret.
Life lessons.